Edward arrives home with a hectic day at work. He goes to the living room and plops on the couch. He takes the remote and turns on the television. He flips through the channels until the phone rings. He looks at the phone and notices Derek's name. He smiles before answering. Hey, Derek, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. How are you? I'm doing okay. So, how's Connecticut treating you? Pretty good, pretty good. So, what are you doing? I work at Manny B Graphics. Oh, that's cool. Are you still doing theater? Yeah, just community theater, though. I gave up on professional theater. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, it is, but what are you going to do, right? I enjoy my job, so I'll keep it. So, how are you? What have you been up to? Nothing much, nothing much. Pretty much everything is the same since you left, except I got a promotion. You're kidding. You're one of the main chefs now? No, I'm the top chef. You have to be kidding me. No, I'm not. How did that happen? Well, it was between Brian and I. I thought he would get it being that he was a main chef, but Brian got too many complaints when he worked. Whereas the boss told me I received many compliments from the customers. He congratulated me and made me the top chef. Wow, that's awesome. I am very proud of you. Well, I thank you for calling me. It was nice hearing your voice. Yeah, you too. Actually, I called you for another reason. Oh, really? What is it? Before you say no, just hear me out. I was walking to work one day and I saw an ad for an audition. I read and thought to myself that it's perfect for you. So I thought maybe you should go, you know, I don't know. I really don't want to go down rejection road again. It's comfortable where I am at and I don't want to leave here. My job pays well, and when I need a dose of theater, I can audition for a community theater and not face rejection. I'm at peace and I don't know that I want to destroy it over some New York audition. It's different though. It's a different type of audition. Oh, how so? It's not theater, it's an audition for a boy group. Oh, no, I don't do boy groups. Why not? Don't get me wrong, you are a great actor and dancer, but your singing is what makes you shine. You have a wonderful voice and probably could get further being a musical artist and a Broadway actor. What if you're wrong? What happens if I come all the way to New York just to audition and they turn me down? But what if they don't turn you down? They have already. I've spent too much time and money pursuing a performance career. It's just not going to happen. Trust me, man. I know this is you. I felt it when I saw the audition flyer. I just heard your name as I was reading it. Someone was probably calling someone else named Eddie. It's not that unfamiliar of a name. You don't get it, do you? What is there to get? You can't quit because of rejection. Then when do I quit? When I'm poor and old? When I've spent over 7 years trying to succeed? They don't want me and they never will. I have accepted that and I wish you would too. Do it for me. Just do it this one last time for me. And then if they reject you, I'll never bother you again. Why are you being so persistent? Why do you even care? Because I know you. Ever since I met you, I knew you would be something. There was something about you that I just can't explain. I mean, everyone in school loved watching you on stage. You have too much in you to give up like that. Besides, I don't know what it is, but I know that this one is for you. You still have my email, Derek? Yeah. Email it to me and I'll think about it. Awesome. I'll email it now. Got a good feeling about this. I never understood why Derek was eager for me. Nevertheless, it was nice having him as a friend at the time. He was everything I needed to push me when I wouldn't push myself. I got the email the next day and I printed it out. I still wasn't sure whether or not I was going. It was an open call and it was 3 weeks from the day Derek called me. I thought about it every day, but it was that fear of rejection that kept me saying no to myself. Finally, the week before the audition, I called Derek and asked him if I could stay at his place for a couple of days. He happily said yes, and the day before the audition, I went to his place. We talked for a long time that night about the audition, my job, his job, and old times. All that time I spent away from him, I had forgotten how much I enjoyed speaking to him. The next day, I awoke regretting that I agreed to this audition. I truly was over the audition process and did not want to go through them again. But I promised Eric that I would go, so I did. I got there on time and was number 445. There were hundreds and hundreds of boys there, every shape, size, and color. I felt like quitting as soon as I walked through the door, but I knew I couldn't. I took a number and some forms and filled out to fill out. I sat in a corner by myself. I was intimidated by the crowd. If there ever was a time where I was discouraged to audition, that was the time. Every time I told myself to leave, I heard Derek's voice telling me to stay. So I did. I sat there for my I sat there by myself for the most part. Every now and then someone would come up to me and talk. It was good because it made the time go by faster. After 3 hours of waiting, I was finally called in. I walked in not caring what would happen. I gave the accompanist my music. She played, I sang, and then I heard thank you. I said to myself, I knew it. But then I heard something else. One of the guys asked me if I could stay for the second audition. I responded with pleasure, smiled, and left. I left the room with a huge smile that I couldn't make go away. It wasn't a guarantee that I would make the cut, but I never got a call back. Just getting the call back alone was enough for me. I called Derek in that very moment.